For the cheapest coins, FIFA points and accounts on FIFA Mobile and FIFA 17, go to ufifa.com, use the code TVM at checkout for a huge discount, link in the description. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome to the FIFA Mobile Road to FIFA Champion, essentially. We're on episode 113, 14. What episode are we on? 114 now. We've just had monthly rewards. I then logged back on the next day to get an attack mode pack, which I'm pretty sure everyone got. It was an additional pre-season token session, essentially, which I was happy with, but I'm also a little bit annoyed that I wasn't given this before, because I could have got the Cerner, but incidentally then went for the elite player instead. And we've had enough to do another elite player, which we're going to do right now. Could have had the right wing back Cerner, but still, if I sound dodgy as hell, it's because I am so bunged up with a cold right now. It is ridiculous. Probably going to have to stop recording halfway through because my throat gets so dry I have to cough my lungs out. That's why there was no episode yesterday, because it got to the point where I couldn't speak for more than 30 seconds without dying. And it's probably going to happen here as well. I sold Leno, which was my old goalkeeper. We've got Alves. That was one of the questions, incidentally. Who is my current goalkeeper? I've got the Diego Alves. Someone said, who is your current goalkeeper? It's too easy. Said, what keeper do you use now, and is he good? I use 91 Diego Alves, and he is terrible. I used Leno before, and I thought he was okay. Alves, to be honest, it's very difficult to tell whether your goalkeeper is good or not, because you don't really see it firsthand unless you play seasons, and the opponents in seasons are so bad that you don't really notice how bad they actually, or how good the keeper is. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, Diego Alves is fine. For attack mode now reminds me of Foot Champs. That was game in HD, and yes, it does. I think that's pretty much where, you know, the path that they were trying to take it. You could still get, a lot of people still say that you could still get the Fred, because you could still get a Crimson token by gifting the Luna packs to other people, which I'm fully aware of, and I wasn't at the time, but I am now fully aware of it. But the problem with that is you have to gift, like, what is it, like 90 or something? Which basically means it's going to cost me 90,000 coins on top of the 280 to 300,000 it's going to cost to get Fred in the first place. Basically, I'm saying it's too expensive, and I can't actually afford it. Like, I could sell Milner, which is the player that I would switch out for him right now, and I could get Fred, and I could use the money from the Milner sale to fund the tokens. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, though, just because I don't know whether he's going to be worth that much money. Would you pay, arguably, 400,000 coins for the, was it 91 rated Fred? I think he goes to 91. Would you pay that much money for Fred, or would you wait until something else happens in FIFA Mobile where we get different special players, or even wait till the end of the month to see what players we could maybe get for the midfield? So, for instance, at the end of the month, I want to become FIFA champion, and I want that 98 Vidal. So, with that in mind, yeah, okay, probably would switch Fabregas out for the 98 Vidal. Then in the middle, we'd have the 91 Fred and the 92 Thiago. No, maybe I should do that. Should I do that? Should I try everything I possibly can to try and get this Fred? Let me know in the comment section down below. I've only got a few days left, so speed up with the answers. Someone else said, before we end, I've only showed you this one game of attack mode, by the way, and then we'll move into live events and various other different things. Someone else said, what do I think the next seasonal event is going to be? And I can't remember who said that, incidentally, but thank you very much for your comment. It's actually Alif, the guy who asks the questions in every video. Thank you very much for your comment. It's probably going to be some sort of Valentine's Day thing. I would imagine that this, obviously the Luna stuff is winding down to a close now, and we will get some Valentine's Day stuff probably next week, I would imagine. I don't think it'll be too crazy. I think they'll just chuck in a couple of players, maybe a couple of live events, and that'll probably be the end of it. We've got up another division in attack mode. We now have an extra few tokens to go towards that Perrin. We're not too far away from the Perrin now. Hopefully in the next few days should be able to get there. I'm going to play a lot of attack mode this evening, and I'll show you some of that tomorrow, and if we go up, or when we go up I should say, in divisions, I'll show you where we are, how many tokens we've got, and all that jazz. I'm going to go do the Lunar event now to hopefully get ourselves that Crimson token without having to spend 90,000 coins gifting all those packs to people. We get ourselves a lucky coin, a load of fortune tokens that I don't need anymore, and nothing of what we needed. The daily warm-up event, we are 1 away from doing a pro pack, so I decided to jump in there, get this done, and then we can get a pro pack opened and hopefully get ourselves something that's worth some money. Because right now we need that money to be able to gift as many tokens or packs as possible, of course. Got the daily warm-up token, going to put that into the pro pack plan, and we are going to claim that bad boy and hopefully pack something. Come on, baby. We're going to flip these around all at the same time, and we don't get anything of note, really. We got a few SPL players in there and some lower league English players. They'll go towards the trophy plans and things, but that's pretty much all they're going to be good for. Scouting event is back again this week. Quite an easy one. I like the fact that throughout the year, the FIFA Mobile will spend time and developing their events, essentially. So they change them now and again. For instance, the crossbar challenge doesn't have the highlighted thing on the bar anymore. That challenge is a lot more refined. The markings on the pitch themselves a lot more defined, and it looks a lot better. And something that FIFA 17 I don't think would ever do is if like they have for instance, they have like the draft. I don't think they'd ever make it so like they would change the draft mode or anything about draft mode while the game is released. FIFA Mobile, they're not afraid to go in and say, hey, we're going to change this because it's not working. I appreciate that greatly, and I like it. I like it a lot. We get ourselves a Champions pack. We've got the Mexico Cup, probably one of the bottom 3 cups you could get, along with the Scottish and the Russian one. They just don't go for anything at all. Now, as you can see in the tournament, it's got 26v26. It's interesting. I don't really understand why. There are 32 members in the league right now, all of which have been taking their turns fine. There are 2 other admins in the league who can start tournaments. I didn't start this one, so I don't understand what's happening, and ask the other 2 and see what's happened. But for some reason, we are playing in a tournament with 26v26. That only ever really happens if, normally, that could only happen if one of the people who start the league sort of take out players that they've either said, I can't take my turns this week, don't include me in the league or whatever. No one said anything in the chat, so I don't understand why that's happened. I'm hoping it's not a case of FIFA Mobile couldn't find a 32-man league to play us to put us up against, so they decided to try and find the next one, and the next one was a 26-man league. I'm really hoping that's not the case, because that means that from day to day there's going to be a lot of people missing out. This is also another thing that's been bugging me. Look at this in game. I don't know whether it's just me and my device, or whether the game is a lot more sensitive than what it normally is. I've gone to take a shot there, and it's ended up passing it back. I'm going to do it again here. You could see the line being drawn, and it passes it back. Obviously, you can see the mark on the pitch, but I only scored 9 goals in that tournament in 3 turns, because in 2 of my turns, it was so sensitive that if my finger even remotely went off the analog stick on that left-hand side, it would think that I was trying to pass it by clicking the pitch, which is so frustrating, because I'm drawing the line to shoot, and then it thinks I'm trying to pass it at the same time. That is idiotic, to say the least. It was really annoying me, and I'm going to have to try and play the game differently. I'm going to have to try and make sure that my finger doesn't leave that sort of analog stick thing. Sometimes you get so carried away, and you're trying to run faster, and you're trying to make sure that it goes in that direction, that you're just like forcing your thumb like across, and you end up like your thumb almost ends up in the middle of the screen, and it's just so annoying. I'm going to call it a day there. I would love to add a few more things in. I do have a few more live events recorded, but I'm going to put them in tomorrow's episode in hope that I can actually commentate longer without having to have breaks. There's like 4 or 5 cuts in this, which you may hopefully won't notice anyway. If you've enjoyed this episode of the FIFA Mobile Road to Glory, do me a huge favour, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have done so. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode, and until then, goodbye.